Yo, what's going on YouTube? Today I'm going to be working with a 2400 elo player here on Face It. We're going to be covering Nuke, one of my favorite maps. Lots of good stuff to learn from today. You guys are going to get some good information out of this. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, turn those notifications on. Let's keep grinding, let's keep working hard, and check out this demo review.
I think like also it kind of depends on like how much utility my teammates know.
Gotcha.
Like
okay.
If I have to be the one that ends up throwing utility, then I kind of play a little bit more back and kind of being the util player.
Yeah.
It really just depends on how my teammates are and how comfortable they feel on the map or comfortable with their utility.
Makes sense. And who are you queued with in this? Are you queued with everyone except one player?
Yeah, so I'm queued with JDY and then his two friends, Reverbs and Henry.
Okay, got you. So purple is the random player in this game.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sweet. All right, we're gonna go out here to credit. It is a little redundant on pistol round, by the way, like to have two guys out here holding outside. Because think about it from the T's perspective. Cool, they could come outside, they could do this, but it's just like, I mean, one person honestly can sit here and take care of those fights and do that. Versus if they rush inner or rush ramp, it's like, oh shoot, like we are in for a world of hurt. Obviously in a pug, like sometimes we just naturally like go to these spots and we're like, oh shoot, my bad, I didn't realize you're gonna be here. And it's honestly more on Henry than you, to be fair. But yeah.
So I think I started playing outside this game because my team that I'm on currently wants me to play outside on Nuke, and I've never really played it, so I was just wanting to get some reps in.
Yeah, gotcha. Okay. Sweet, but you're gonna wait for teammates on retake here. I like this discipline. I sneeze, hang on. Oh. Sorry, I sneezed. I didn't see what happened here. So you're waiting for your teammates. Cool, awesome. Love the discipline here. Good stuff. And you open the door and you take... I like this. So I love when we do this. You open the door and you take in like what could be here first and then you swing. That's a really good thing because I see a lot of even level 10 players just open this door and bust through and it's like, well, dude, like you're just asking to die. So I want to point that out. That's really solid right there.
I'll say there's a lot of angles to be cleared.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. What the heck? Sweet. Good stuff.
My tap stress.
Yeah, good stuff there. Overall, just very solid pistol round. Like very, very nice. So outside of the beginning positioning, like I really did like what we did. We even rotated down secret to get down here as fast as we could, doing our thing. So all around solid. Now they got bomb plants, so obviously that means that they're most likely gonna have a force here. You decided to get a scout. I'm not a huge fan of this. I'm really not a huge fan of this, but it can work outside.
This coaching session is brought to you by Skins Monkey. They are the best CS2 trading site out there. Swap out the skins you do not like and upgrade them into higher quality new items. I have personally used Skins Monkey to build my inventory and love how many features the site has. The best thing is that you can gain your own crazy deposit bonus of 35% by using my code KOJOMO. They also have a freebie section where you can get free new skins by completing tasks, and you also get a $5 bonus by clicking my link in the description of the video.
Let's see. Yeah, we need a spot.
Also, I'll have it where like games, my aim feels like I'm on point, like I'm feeling great, and then I feel like there's other games where I feel like I don't know if it's my crosshair placement for that game, or what, but I feel like I can hit someone for like 80 almost every round and then just never get a kill.
Yeah, I mean a lot of that is like a lot of players feel that way. That inconsistency can be brutal. I also do think I can tell a little early on. Maybe we'll have to watch the game and continue. Maybe sometimes you're putting yourself in overcommitted, overexposed positions, and when you're feeling it, when you're on point, it doesn't matter because you're just better. You're moving back and forth. You're doing these things.
Yeah.
Even like on that pistol round, when we have that guy in the corner here, sometimes we were just kind of sitting here in the open, shooting, doing our thing instead of being like, okay, my teammates are above him. Maybe I just hide.
Yeah.
Oh, they drop and not like. It's like the smallest things, but maybe I can tell that that could be something that's punishing us, because obviously like we're never always going to be able to play our A game. Like it's just not realistic. Like even Zywoo, even Donk, everyone isn't perfect, isn't flawless all the time. So a lot of it, the way I look at it is not how many kills am I getting in a game, it's how many deaths am I giving. I'm gonna whiff, I'm gonna have bad moments, especially as an opper, but like how often am I getting punished for being like exposed, being in a bad position? Sorry, I briefly want to go back to the stuff. Obviously, it's just it's like the obvious thing to point out is like be really careful. My thing in these pugs, there's a lot of randomness. Like these guys are down on B, and there's still a guy fighting top silo. Just
And then the guy coming like
right,
outside.
right. My rule in pugs is like if there's one guy, there could be another one somewhere because there's so much just randomness, so much
Yeah, and
like weirdness
that's
going
the
on.
thing I struggle to differentiate. Is
Yeah,
like, because I think in my head I killed the one and I was like,
right.
okay, maybe he's
Yeah,
like a late lurk.
yeah.
And then the second guy came and I was like, oh, there's the real late lurk.
Well, you know what?
Um,
Actually, a good habit you can do that helps me out a lot because, dude, sometimes even in league matches or in qualifiers, you're gonna play against teams that do some weird stuff. And
yeah.
if I'm rotating, especially on Nuke here to go down secret, instead of pulling my knife out, I will just pull my USP out. And like you know, 80-90% of the time, nobody's here. Literally, it's for nothing. Like I wasted my time pulling out my USP. But that 10, 15, 20% of the time that somebody actually is here, I can at least do like some damage to them. I can, you know, in this case, obviously the guy was like 20 health or whatever, you would have killed him. But it's a
Yeah.
really good habit to get into if you ever are an opper, or I mean, even if you're a rifler and you're out here and you just rotate down. It makes people so unbelievably angry. It makes them rage. It can completely take somebody out of a game too when they think they have an easy kill on a guy rotating, not knowing, and you didn't know, but you just had your pistol out and it's easy kill. Okay, we said get Deagle armor here. Is there any reason we're specifically like saving $400 while everyone else is forcing?
No, I don't think so. I think the call is ramp rush, and I typically just,
In my
I
opinion,
don't know.
especially because of the play call that we're doing here, and this is
Yeah.
like you got to think on the fly. Let me see how much money. Oh wait, I don't know if we have enough money. Yeah, no, I don't think we couldn't get MP9 armor. So nah, it's fine. Yeah, it's fine to get
That's
Deagle.
what I was originally thinking too,
Yeah,
because I like doing like the
right.
Kevlar and just the MP9.
Yeah,
But
yeah. I mean, it's not the worst thing, especially in a pug, if we are just saving 400 if we don't have a set plan, especially if we're just kind of running it down in here as a team. That flash is troll. But yeah. All right, make your play, make your play. This is the next level. This is next level. You shouldn't be coming through here to do anything. This is like this is for league even more importantly. CTs take lobby. Ts are going to absolutely run it down outside or wrap. Honestly, get back out of here and either go and start going J-Hall, but more importantly, I'd say in a pug, like 10 out of 10 times in a pug, I'm going down lower. I'm just running ramp and trying to see if I can beat them and get myself in a spot like this. If I can't beat them there, maybe I'm trying to slip in here real quick. Because like, especially in high level 10 pugs, these players are going to know what reaction they need to do. Coming back through here and like going to hold this heaven wrap and stuff, you're not going to have as much impact. And like even worse in this case, now you're like, oh, I got to hold mini and heaven. Like now you're stressing yourself out a little bit and you're like, oh shoot, and you're going to rotate where you should have just been rotating to begin with.
Okay.
And that's also, by the way, like how you should think about it as a T. Oh, CTs are inner, no worries, I've got B site now because I'm gonna beat these guys. Yeah. This is frustrating because you think you have a teammate that's like holding glass over here, but just this is still on you because have that mental reminder of like, where can I die from? Where can I die from?
Yeah.
You know, and obviously the only place, and we can see this is the beauty of demos. We can see this in hindsight. The only place we can really die from without them opening doors, I guess this already is open, is obviously glass. Like it's the only place. So sucks, but it's brutal.
Yeah.
It is so brutal to die like that. Like we just did way too much there, and now it's all of a sudden a 2v2. With the position, I think we're still gonna win this round, but yeah, we did. Yeah, that's the type of like mistakes where like, dude, what am I doing? Like I just died there and I like didn't even get a chance to shoot anybody. I didn't even get a chance to those are the rounds where it's like we're almost like an NPC in the lobby and we're just like going through lobby, then coming back, then like blah, blah, like it's really frustrating. It's hard, and it's hard to get into the game when we start dying like that. Okay. Because you're so late here, like you see we're in spawn doing this, screw the nade, screw the nade. Absolutely screw this nade. Like maybe even just flash over garage and make your play or something. Yeah. Also in pugs, like I'm sure you do it sometimes, left side big garage is an absolute cheat code. because people aren't really
Yeah.
throwing. I mean, they are throwing smoke sometimes, but they're not really doing like good flash plays where they're throwing good flashes that will get you here. If they don't throw any smokes, you're always gonna get kills. And one of my things I do is specifically in league matches against really good players. If I ever, for whatever reason, am in big garage with a rifle, instead of like playing all the way in the corner here, I'll line it up just a little bit off like this, because sometimes they're gonna get on this wall and they're gonna try to clear it. Okay, that's clean, and then they're gonna come into here and you have the freest kill of your life then.
Yeah.
So just like one tip I'd give you is, if you have a rifle, do that. Also, why I didn't like that you had a scout that one round, dude. I love showing aggression early outside. This isn't just a nuke thing, by the way. This is whatever position we're in a pug. I learned this from league matches though, is show aggression outside. This is your position. Smoke glaive, get up here with like your MP9, M4, whatever you buy second round, and get ready to own these guys. We know they're going to force. We know they're going to be doing that thing. Or alternatively, you can be the guy that flashes and sets your other teammate up. Regardless, I don't care what happens. These guys are now going to know, oh shoot, these guys on CT side are not afraid to fight out here. We have to be so careful. And best thing too is like, if nobody's out here, say they were like, we're doing like a lobby default or something, maybe you can get a little aggressive and start flanking. It's round 2 of the game and you're already flanking them. That is so psychologically damaging. You don't have to do anything the rest of the half now. They're always just going to be paranoid if somebody's flanking them.
Yeah.
So I do that on Inferno, Mirage. It literally doesn't matter where I am. There is some sort of CT aggression from the first time we get rifles because of the implications it makes for the other team. And so like if we lose pistol, you know, we're saving the next round, or maybe we force, like whatever my first gun round is. It's kind of, I'm kind of giving you the cheat code to counter me, I guess, is just get ready for some sort of aggression.
Yeah.
But it's so valuable, man. It's honestly so valuable.
I think the one thing that I struggle with, especially in pugs, is like knowing when to be aggressive versus when to kind of play it more passive.
For sure. You know, and the answer to that, funny enough, is in pugs, play aggressive like almost always pays off. It really does, man. Like, especially on CT side, people are just not ready for it on their T defaults. I'd say when you flip that switch is when you start to realize that the other team is literally just sitting there and waiting for your aggression. You could fake it, just milk some time off the clock, save your util, and eventually when they finally have to come at you because they are Ts, you already wasted 30 seconds from them just sitting back here and waiting. So generally, like, aggression is nothing but good in pugs. If you just have a team that's good at sitting there and farming them, of course. If you're playing against a T side that literally can't mid round or late round, of course, don't run at them because that's their only chance to win the round. It's a fine line. It's a delicate balance, but generally in pugs, like, you can freaking run people over. Now this is, don't make this play. This is so bad. This guy decides to swing back here, but I mean, I do this all the time where I take my spawn, jump up here, and just come out here and see if anyone's glaive or red. You are just, this is the most uncomfortable fight ever for you. Like, one, we're pre-aiming down here. This guy is going to peek you with just a sliver of his head. He's going to win this fight every single time. And it's something we're not going to get punished right away in this lobby for, but you 100% are going to get punished for this. If you're going to make this play, throw the glaive smoke and come out here and pre-aim. Now the glaive smoke takes care of this angle you have to worry about. Come out here and just pre-aim silo while you get to red. Now, if you get spotted like you do here in this situation, look, this is still not a good fight for you. Like, this just really isn't. He could be anywhere on silo with just a sliver of his head, and you're exposed to, especially here because we peek out so wide. What you should do instead is just drop a smoke down. Honestly, you spot him. Oh, I didn't get to shoot him. That's unlucky. Drop a smoke down, maybe even flash behind you. Make him second guess if you're still there. If you got out, you can make whatever play you want to make. But at least you introduce some sort of chaos to even the situation out instead of just taking the fight, because that's definitely not a favorable fight for us.
Okay.
So that's like a little bit of the science behind all that. But yeah, regardless, like, worst case, if we ever get caught out in these situations, that smoke is going to save our life.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. I'm like so congested today. It's making my voice different too. All right, let's see what we got going on here. Yeah, I'm not a fan of the scout buys at all, because like even here, so they won the round prior. Yes, it's with one guy alive. Honestly, like, we can safely assume, based on like outside of the one guy that kills with an AK, I think everyone else is getting killed by like pistols or SMGs. We can kind of safely assume they're gonna have money. So one, don't buy that. The helmet should not be your priority here, by the way, either. And I think you with what we're buying, a scout, a kit, man, like even a FAMAS, or I mean, this could be your opportunity to get an MP9 and go close Africa or make a play together. I think this guy was fighting. Just some like what you guys are missing outside right now, by the way, as well. I didn't bring this up, is like we're not ever doing like flash peak plays.
Yeah.
And so that's on both of you. If you're out here, like you guys should be flashing, flashing you for big Raj, peeking, boom. Okay, I'm out here flashing for you mini wall, like peeking, and just like doing these really good peak plays like that.
Yeah.
Oh, that looked like a shit on a tag at least. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the scout just because like the money that we have. I think I don't know. It's just difficult too. It feels like as a team we're getting a scout up more than an op too, which sucks.
Yeah.
Like maybe you could have, instead of buying this, I think your teammates honestly have enough money though. But maybe we could have also saved and tried to get a good economy for somebody to op. Maybe it's us. I don't know. Oh, good nade from him.
Which granted, that kill gets more possible if I have an MP9 or something.
Exactly.
So I kind of
yeah.
see more of what you're saying there.
Yep. Dude, especially in pugs. Like I don't doubt that you're a good scouter. I really don't. I'm a little bit of a scout hater because a lot of times I think we buy it too much. So it's not just you.
Yeah.
I'm telling this. I think, bro, with the MP9, you're 100% right. Like you can just be so much more dynamic in these situations. And dude, in pugs, people are going to be making mistakes everywhere. The reason I also don't like the scout is like, cool, you're getting these kills and you're doing this. It's not a bad gun, but like there's no plus side for us as far as like upgrading our own weapon. If we're making plays with the MP9 and stuff, we're up in their face. Dude, I've snowballed so many rounds by boom, boom, get the kill, grab their AK, and now we have AKs and doing this. Of course, you've also had rounds of 100% with the scout where it's like headshot, headshot, headshot. So I understand there's value in it. I just think, one, the gun's cheaper. It gives you more kill reward. It helps you build that eco. Reinforces aggressive mindset that I think is so good in these pugs. And, the gun's also just broken. Like, it's so good. Yeah. So... Okay, we're blowing this open. That does set your teammate up a little bit. What I in hindsight, what I wish you would do instead is recognize that these smokes are coming in. Okay, cool. These smokes are coming in. It is a little risky to fight this. Like if you were to just swing this, but like I wouldn't even have minded that because like it's like, okay, I'm swinging this, I'm gonna do it. Regardless, when you decide you're gonna blow these open, honestly, bro, come around here and get on like the same plane with your teammate. So you're saying like over here, he's in the mini. And you're blowing it open and you're both kind of fighting from the same area so that you can help each other. The problem is this big garage smoke just completely. So when you see this coming in, you should no longer be doing this. If this isn't here, cool. Okay, you can blow this open and shoot them, do your thing. But the second we see that big garage smoke, we gotta rotate around.
Yeah, and I think I registered the garage smoke just a little bit later.
100%. Yep.
Because it didn't come in with the initials, they kind of threw it on the fly.
100% makes sense.
So I agree there. I think my thing was originally like, okay, there is no big garage, it's just the cross smokes.
Yeah.
And then the big garage came through and I was already mentally committed and I couldn't change my mind for whatever reason.
Got you. I'm going to give you some options. I'm going to quick fire these plays that you can make. Early round, you swing, you don't see anybody, get yourself like on one of these walls here or here. And okay, not this one, because if they go red, they're gonna see you on this wall. It's so crazy. You think that they're outside, ask your teammate that is like heaven or your mini player to flash over, and you swing so aggressively. Boom, flash. Okay, I don't see anything out here. Alternatively, one round, go crazy, jump up on top of credit and get ready to shoot people and farm up here. You don't see anybody, maybe make the risk and jump up here, crouch. Also, you've got to be going secret at least one round a game. Getting Africa, like I said, I already talked about that. Red is okay, it's good. It's not my favorite play, but a lot of players are good at playing there. Regardless, you got to have so much more like dynamic playstyle outside. And I'm sure this might be a problem on some other maps too, is like we're not doing anything wrong necessarily, but we're also just not having that X factor. Okay, yeah, sweet. You're gonna throw smoke on bomb. Awesome. And see. I like that we're thinking of getting that smoke down right away though. That's good. That's good.
I don't know. I like trying to make it there. I think my rotate was, or my mindset into throwing the smoke was like, at least I can make it to where he can't just peek me. If he spams me, he spams me, but it at least cuts that angle off.
100%.
And if I get the kill, it gives me a chance just to get down on bomb.
Mm-hmm. Let's talk about the micro real quick here. I don't want to focus too much on this.
Mm-hmm.
One really good shot on this guy. Look, this is where we're gonna play like in the moment. This is so hard. This is something you're gonna have to just continue developing. We get this kill, we're gonna recognize that there's more people on our screen, right? Like we're gonna see this guy. You take that moment to reset. Honestly, you should be sliding a little bit back as well, and then moving around here to peek him on this side. This is stuff like
kind of make it a mind game of where I'm gonna be.
Well, look at from his perspective how easy this kill is gonna be, bro. Like your entire body, right? Like your entire body showing. This is stuff you're gonna just have to develop and think about and think about and think about until it's natural. Because yeah, if you slid back here, he might have to hit a crazy shot to kill you, but it at least gives you more life. It makes it so hard for him. And same way that I told you, you're so exposed out there from this guy.
Mm-hmm.
Now you flip the script and you're the one that's out here. Also, not to mention, like the longer you stay alive, the easier it becomes for like teammate out here to maybe get a kill and then kill this guy. So yeah, just like the little micro right there might have been the difference in all of that.
Yeah.
Even if you don't get that kill, like even if you don't do that, you just surviving there would have been huge for the team. Oh, missed the molly a little bit. Yeah, like right here, jump up on credit. Jump up here and jump up here. Really good off angle that will farm these people on pugs. Because again, you're not necessarily playing bad or wrong. It's just like it's too standard. So you're gonna really struggle when you're facing players that have better aim than you, or you're having an off day, or people are just like, you know, very solid with their default. Okay. Yeah, we gotta make some sort of proactive play here. Okay, thank you for that gift. I'm getting out of here now. If these guys are smart, which this guy's smart, I don't know what this guy's doing. They know 100% two guys on A because bullets are coming this way, bullets are coming this way. They should be reacting hard. I would instantly be trying to either like get into lobby walking or walk my rotate down vents just to be super elusive. Yeah, good. Okay, we go top hut. Yeah, you should go now. And at hindsight 2020 from the freaking demo, but
yeah,
these are plays I'm making in the games because it's actually one of my weaknesses in actual league matches is sometimes I'm not dynamic enough, but in pugs maybe it's a comfort thing. I am so good at it, and it gets me so many kills. Not even because of my aim, because it's purely positioning. Guys, 2 people on A, the other guy is like heaven or something, I think. But then all of a sudden I'm down vents real quick, and I'm glass as they're running down. And they're like, bro, are you serious? You said 2 on A. So then the other team starts getting tilted. I'm feeling confident because I'm just moving around the entire map. It's just all around good stuff. Nice try. Good angle from him too. I think we might have heard him because that was a good pre-fire from you.
Yeah, I heard him jump.
Awesome.
And I think he killed one of my teammates in the death cam. They saw him jump.
Gotcha.
So it kind of just confirmed the sound I heard because I knew he was up on rafter because he had shot down.
Yeah. Gotcha. This is the last round. I'm just trying to think if we can get more value out of this HE grenade. Also, if this is the only thing you have and you're the only one out here, you get a smoke. Like, I know you're trying to do some damage and you actually chunk them pretty well. Like, that's a good nade. I think if you only have $300, though, a smoke is so much more valuable.
Okay.
And you're like, honestly, your big problem, and like I'll just keep reiterating this to reinforce it for you, is like you're not causing enough chaos out here. This is a canvas. Yeah. This is, any map. This is a blank canvas, and the T's are getting to just throw whatever smokes they want, and a lot of times they're throwing bad smokes. If you literally just, while they throw a diagonal wall or something, throw your own smoke just to create chaos, dude, you're going to be winning. Also, another play you're going to make, you're facing a team that's throwing outside smokes. You drop your own smoke down, or you sit in their smoke, and again, you have a teammate that sits out here and throws a flash through the smoke or flashes above. You peek out here real quick, get some shots, run away. That's what I'm missing out on right now. And I'm hammering this to you because you guys are a 4Q. Even if they're not necessarily like your teammates, like you guys are capable of this. It comes from you being a leader, no matter what position, no matter what spot on the map you're playing, and being a leader and saying, hey, I'm going to do this. Can you hold a flash for me? Hey, I'm going to set you up and do this. Hey, like 100%, like if we have the self-accountability and realize we could be doing more with that, you can dominate in pugs more, because the way to win pugs is either to op or to IGL. You don't have to be a hardcore IGL, but you can start to, get the brain juices flowing and get your teammates on the same page. If you guys do that flash play and you die to it, at least you made some sort of team play with a flash, with utility, and some sort of trick, a gimmick, and it's so good.
And then like potential damage, you have the info. It's just like it opens up the door.
100, bro. That's a great point. 100%. You peek out here, you get killed because there's literally 5 dudes out here. Well, this is again high level CS that hopefully we can. And if our teammates aren't doing this, we can tell them, bro, push the ramp, guys, push lobby. There's all outside, right? 100% great point. Okay, you have an op now. I can really help you out here. What are we doing? Okay, 1. You're playing this like you're a rifler still. So you're doing all of this, but you have the most valuable gun in the game. Bro, simplify things. Come here and post garage. You want them to swing you. You don't want them to be mullied off. You don't even care if you chip damage them because you have the op. Use that HE to blow open smokes that they throw. Use that HE when you leg somebody. Use that HE when for sure they're there. So just remember, when we're opping, we're not playing like a rifler. Yeah, and then this is just a little redundant. He's about to rotate and go, honestly, where you should. When all this is going on, just be like, Henry, I'm leaving outside. And go in here and see what's up on inner. See what's up here. Yeah. You're heaven. If they're not running out or something, you're back out here. Just, maybe you drop back down and hold the same angle you were. But Henry should not be rotating here, and you should be. And a lot of, again, this isn't all on you. Some of it's on Henry, but I think he's doing this as well because we're also not rotating. Yeah. And then we end up missing that. Or we see him, but we just don't shoot. Also, when you have the op, that's a great opportunity to get down secret from outside. Throw your own glaive smoke, throw a flash and cross real quick and get down here. I like playing on this angle. If you want to go all the way down, sure, do it. Leg down. Smallest little note ever, and this is the stuff that will matter for you because you are a good player. You are faced at level 10. You are getting better and better and better. Even in something as simple as this, you pick up the smoke, bro. Do better. Come over here, line it up where he literally can't shoot you. There's right? No
shot he can kill me, or leg me.
I'm only pointing this out to you because I know you are good enough to even fix small things like this. Like this right here could be the difference in the round. Luckily, our teammate closes the door and does this, but don't even give this guy a chance to kill you while have Utah. We know he's 1 HP. It's impossible for him to win this round. Those are the little things that just completely get eaten alive by good players. Like when you're facing off against the guys on M80, when you're facing off against the guys on Nouns, you're just completely eaten alive for small little things like that.
Yeah.
It's not a huge priority, but I just want to point that out because you're 100% good enough to optimize even stuff like that. Also, we got to fix this nade blowing open. You're good enough. Stop just right-clicking on the ground. Instead, hold your right-click button. Briefly hold your left-click a little bit. Just hold your left-click a little bit. That nade's going to arc in the air very specifically. And it's going to completely blow this open without rattling around, without, I don't know. One, if they're close to it, it doesn't make sense for this smoke, but if they're close to it, say you're doing it outside here, they're not going to hear it. It's just going to bust open. For this, it's just going to get us... It's going to get us flowing. It's going to help us develop that mechanic.
Okay.
Because like I said, for this, it obviously doesn't matter because they're not close enough to hear the nade hitting the ground and stuff. But yeah, man, building that mechanic will be huge for you. Arc that thing in the air. Yeah, and also just op-wise, like I said, I can give you a lot of tips. You're kind of just playing way too passive. You're going for your early pick this round, which I love. But then we're just still posting on this angle and doing we're kind of just behind the play constantly, I guess.
Yeah.
Which if they're crossing and they're doing stuff outside, and for some of the pug they were cool. I rather you over rotate than just sit in one spot, I guess I'm trying to say. Don't be afraid in these games to over rotate. Just communicate with your teammates hey guys, I'm going here, this is open. Hey guys, I'm going here, this is open.